Good morning. I think you caught me mid-dance. You can't listen to that music without just kind of going do 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 do. Good morning, David Speck. Keep this in mind. The show all about mindset. It all starts here, and what ends up in here ends up coming out here and everywhere else, right? So we have to work on our mindset. Today's show, if you looked in the description, and I know that you did, talking about weekly updates, how the things going on in my world can improve yours just a little bit. So first things up, weekly weigh-ins. So used to be Thursdays were my weigh-in days, but last week I started a new health journey, trying to get rid of some of the, should I say, lacks in my health, in my weight, in my numbers that had started to creep up, especially during the holidays. I'm sure if you're like me, you know how things can get a little bit uncontrolled during the holidays. So I found myself at about 222 pounds. And you're like, Dave, that's not bad. You're 6'5". 222 is cool. Yeah, but BMI is 210. Again, we'll get into that in a minute. But I knew that if I was going to lead other people well in their health, I had to start with this guy. So last week I leaned back into my structure. My wife leaned back into hers. And today's weigh-in, 218, 4 pounds down. Can you believe it? 4 pounds down in a week. And I don't have a lot of weight to go, but I know that if I stay on this track, on this path, I will get to the goal that I had set for myself long before the time frame that I had originally set. Now, you have to understand physiology, right? You have to know that the body reacts differently throughout different weeks, throughout different days, even through different moments. You can retain water, you can lose water, you can, stress. There's all kinds of things that go into it. So you have to look at things over the long haul. So I made a commitment that I was going to be in my structure, the structure that I teach in our health program at specthealth.com, for a full 30 days to see where it takes me. And week 1, we're down 4 pounds. Traction is here, baby, and we're going to keep it rocking and rolling as we go through the next 3 weeks. Number 2. Today, I believe, I have a podcast appearance dropping on the What If It Did Work podcast. Now, look for it, find it, wherever it is. I'll put quotes. I'll put a link to it in my social media. But in this, Omar Medrano, a great author of 2 Amazon best-selling books, interviews me about my health journey, the role of faith in my life and in my businesses, and a whole lot of different subjects about how where everything goes in the mind, that's where the body follows. So I encourage you to watch, listen, find it on your favorite platform, Apple, all of it. It's one of the fastest growing podcasts on the planet, and I encourage you to be there. Third thing, and this is exciting but scary at the same time, I am going through the final edits of my new book, Old Dogs, New Tricks version 2.0. Now you say, David, 2.0? What happened to 1.0? It's gone. And this is why. It was a terrible book. It was an effort that I did back in 2015 that was not necessarily done for all the right reasons. I wanted to get a book out there. I wanted to say, hey, I'm an author. Look at me, right? How many times have we done that? We do some things. We grab a hold of an idea, and we really haven't thought it through. We really haven't thought with the other person in mind, the person we're trying to serve. And that book was more a lethargic effort by me. Cathartic. There we go. Words are hard, and I'm trying to be an author. A cathartic effort for me that it helped me get some things out of here onto the keyboard to help me get through some things in life. And so while it wasn't great, there were some really good nuggets in there. I had one of my mentors, Tom Hamill, read it. He's a published author, and he says, David, there's some really good stuff in here. So what I decided to do back during the pandemic was begin to rewrite that book, begin to take the good parts of what was in 1.0. And I thought to myself, nobody likes 1.0, right? Windows 95, Windows 3.0. Nobody likes the first version of anything. The iPhone 1 versus the iPhone 14 now. And so I said, let's take and do a really good 2.0. Let's take the things that worked in the first book, put them together with some things that we have learned over the last 15 years. 15? Good Lord. No, 5-ish. And put those together in it, because there are certain things that have radically changed in our lives. Like we've been through a worldwide pandemic that was not even on the radar during the writing of the first book. Social media, while was very strong, is even more polarizing now than it was then. So there's a lot of things in there that is aimed to help people like you and me who find ourselves needing to be better leaders, how to navigate that, how to work on me so that I can lead you. And so I encourage you. We're in, like I said, we're in the final editing stages. If you if you want to know how bad of a writer you are, put your writing through Grammarly, and you'll find out how you're very inconsistent. I've been writing for 30 years in the newspaper business, and I'm going to tell you, I am learning more by going through the Grammarly edits and going through my editor's edits of this book than I ever thought I would know otherwise. But the point of this book is to help you move forward in your own leadership journey, because if you're one step ahead of somebody else, guess what? You are a leader. You are leading that individual, and you want to do that well. And it all starts with leading yourself well, getting your skills up in the leadership realm, and then really applying those things. And this book is full of lessons. It's full of personal stories from my life, some of the lessons that I learned the hard way, but it really does help bring you forward in your own leadership journey. Each week on Tuesdays, we're going to have the weekly update. I'm going to share with you my way in. I'm going to share with you what's going on. There's some exciting things on the horizon. And again, it's all geared to help you be the best version of yourself, to help you get out of your mind and into your heart and into action. And that's what it's all about. Keep this in mind. Applied knowledge is power. God bless.